what could they do if they were to take any piece of this entire move and try and implement it? One of those moves, or one of those pieces, is the repayment plan based on discretionary income. It's changed from 10% to 5%. Now, if that goes to court based on that, is the current administration going to argue that inflation is so bad that discretionary income now is half what it was? Because legally, that is what they're saying.
Now, doing that though is not this case.
No.
Right,
I'm just talking about extrapolating out.
Yeah.
If that ever became a point of contention in a case, when you get to that point, in other words, let's say all this goes well. It gets to the Supreme Court and they say, nope, we agree with the lower court, and so they can't do this administrative. And then they come back and say, okay, but we want to change the rate of repayment to 5%. Based on discretionary income no longer being measured at 10%, it's based at 5%, and we believe that we have the authority to do that.
Well, how far? Why not say it's 1% and it's paid off in 1 year? And you forgive it at that particular point.
I was thinking, and that my question would be, what would the, because
I can't really, I was just sitting there thinking, I'm not going to comment on it because I don't know the legality of exactly how the process of the education department and what I don't have in front of me what their authority is, but the fact is, will they try to come in the back door, that way? And it would be tough because I don't have anything in front of me that shows me, what the authority is of the education department, what Congress has passed when it comes to, how much of a loan that you have to pay off, and what the authority is of the education department. I don't have that in front of me.
Yeah. All right. Earlier there was part of the decision where we were talking about changing the HEROES Act, and that was my mistake. The HEA is what he was saying that they changed, and that is the Higher Education Opportunity Act, which is the law around student loans. Because when we were just discussing, and you said 1%, and what would be the contention? Why couldn't they just do that and say it's paid off in 1 year? That would also change the HEA.
Which is the law.
Which is the law that governs how the student loan program works.
Well, then I think that takes away.
He did make a decision on the HEROES Act and talking about how it doesn't apply to everybody.
But the HEA, I thought, was the other door the administration was trying to do.
Which,
all right,
by the way,
I'm going to stop
there next.
Yeah, I'm going to stop talking now because I'm speculating on broad things and I don't have the information in front of me.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
But if you look at what the next move might be, they still have to keep in mind, let's say they abandon the HEROES, that they're not going to use that as leverage, as the grounds for doing this. Then you can't get at what the judge is saying, you can't get away from the fact that you're changing, you and I talked about this weeks ago, you can't change the program that was put into place by Congress, establishes us, the people, on the large level, as the banker, right? They're borrowing from the government. And so you can't change the HEA. You can't change the law in that regard in such a measurable way. That would require an act of Congress. If they want to amend it, they can do that.
And I think one of the things that they're looking at is you're not talking about a plan of moving from one department to another $200 million.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about probably the biggest executive action in the history of the United States. And I think reports, when it comes to money,
I called it one of the biggest. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so they're looking to go, well, this is a different ball game.
Right.
We're not talking about interdepartment things of 10 million here or 20 million here or even 100, even 100 million. You're talking 400 to 600 billion dollars. Yeah. Sorry, you've got to follow. Only Congress can do that kind of, which by the way,
I think that point made by Pittman is a greater point, or maybe more important, bigger than the whole, it doesn't apply, the HEROES Act doesn't apply. And the reason is because you're talking about the loan program. In other words, setting up the federal government as a bank, which means we, the taxpayer, we're the bank. We fund them. And so, through our elected representatives, it could change. But you cannot change the HEA, Higher Education Act, administratively, because you're changing the terms, essentially, of the contract between the people and the borrowers.
Now, this came out 2 days ago on NBC Now. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
Here we go, as they talked about. Now, this is the politics of the whole student loan debt transfer program. Here we go.
On a minute, recipients of President Biden's student debt forgiveness plan could see their monthly payments drop up to $300 a month in the coming weeks. But get this, 73% say they actually plan to spend that extra cash on travel and dining out. And joining us now is CNBC text check co-anchor Deirdre Bosa. So Deirdre, why are people more inclined to spend the money they're saving on non-essentials instead of paying off their bills? I think we may know the answer.
Well, that could be, according to one survey, but it could be easy as well for some people to enjoy traveling and eating out rather than worrying about the future.
On somebody else's tab. But I mean, I'm like, oh my gosh. Now let's get back to the politics of this whole issue. When that story came out, oh yeah, now they're going to take the money they don't spend there and they're going to blow it to have fun. They're not even going to pay down more of their college debt. Yeah, they're not going to use it as an opportunity to pay. No, we're going to have fun. Look at the things that they can do. They can go out and have a good time, go to a movie, go to a casino. 866-90-RED-EYE.
Get in touch with Red Eye Radio, toll free at 866-90-RED-EYE.
Earn personalized savings on commercial truck insurance with Smart Haul from Progressive. Learn more at progressivecommercial.com. Not available in all states or situations.
Are you retired or retiring soon? Do you know how much money you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. These may feel like scary times. Several economists are saying that a recession is imminent. So what do you do? Ancient wisdom says plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's how. Step 1. Find out the amount of money you'll need to retire. Step 2. Have an actionable plan to get there. Step 3. Make sure that plan is executed to take advantage of market gains, but protect you from market losses. We would like to give you a free, no-obligation consultation to help you do all three. We will help you discover your magic number and give you the roadmap to get there. Call now to schedule your free consultation. 800-508-6108. That's 800-508-6108. 800-508-6108. Don't wait. Call 800-508-6108.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
Tired of chasing the stock market and high fuel prices? Bring stability to your business with Mercer Transportation. They offer fuel discounts, fast pay after every load, plenty of freight with over 3,100 customers, and over 500,000 loads per year. No company trucks to compete with, and discounts on tires, insurance, and other services. Pick your own loads or let their load coordinators help you find the right freight for your truck. Visit mercertown.com today for more details. That's mercertown.com.
When the forgotten poor are in need of healing, they wait for a ship unlike any other. Mercy Ships, a floating hospital staffed by volunteers, heroes of mercy who donate their time to save lives.
Every human has the right to have a place at the table of the human race.
If you could just see the smiles that you get when lives have been changed, then it would make it all worth it.
To learn more about Heroes of Mercy, go to mercyships.org.
If you're a trucking industry professional, then you need to stay on top of changing regulations, equipment upgrades, and technology advancements. Fleet Owner Magazine gives you all of this and more